Melting the hearts of millions began at the Hammersmith Apollo in London, but as we cross into the 2026 release cycle, the Tenor's primary focus is providing a sanctuary for emerging artists. Jonathan Antoine is leveraging his status as a two-time youngest UK #1 classical tenor to launch a multi-city mentorship program that seeks to dismantle the standard pop opera machine. Having famously refused to sacrifice his own artistic integrity for a quick fame trap, Antoine aims to teach young singers how to retain control over their intellectual property and creative voice. This project is particularly focused on youth who feel disenfranchised or atypical, mirroring his own childhood struggle with isolation and peer cruelty that he faced since the age of 4. Antoine's plan involves a series of intimate masterclasses held at iconic venues, including London's Cadogan Hall and potentially high-profile theaters in the United States. For his American audience, who first connected with him through PBS specials like Going the Distance, this mandate is a powerful homage to the country that championed his independent spirit. This initiative isn't just a side project, it is the cornerstone of his 2026 roadmap, ensuring that his technical wizardry and message of kindness endure long after he leaves the stage. By mentoring these singers, he is providing the point and purpose that music once gave him during his darkest moments of confusion. The technical foundation of his mentorship will be rooted in the bel canto tradition he continues to study with his beloved teacher, Joy Mammon. Mammon famously claimed that she doesn't think there is a tenor, past or present, with a better top C, a technical standard that Antoine plans to pass on to his legacy mentees during the 2026 sessions. His maturation is evident in every performance, particularly in his interpretations of Puccini arias like E luce van le stelle and Nessun dorma. Analysts suggest that his ongoing training provides him with a velvety, creamy sound that serves as the perfect blueprint for students seeking professional vocal longevity. To support this high-fidelity instruction, Antoine plans to utilize his private compound near London, which features a supporter-funded professional recording studio. This environment allows him to teach the subtle synchronization between a soloist and an orchestra that he describes as untellable as stories. For the US market, which prioritizes high production values, Antoine's use of elite gear, including Neumann U67 and U87 microphones, ensures that his mentees learn to capture the waveforms of human emotion with clinical precision. This technical rigor positions him not just as a singer, but as a master technician ready to elevate the global standard of vocal recording. In 2022, Jonathan Antoine shared a personal revelation that would profoundly impact his role as a mentor, a formal diagnosis of autism at the age of 27. He has since described this realization as a daydream and a relief that provided a recontextualization of a life lived in reclusive isolation. Antoine famously uses the matrix metaphor to explain perception, suggesting that every individual views the world through a unique filter or tent. He encourages his mentees to look through someone else's glasses, using neurodiversity as a catalyst for authentic storytelling and emotional depth in their performances. This message of kindness and inclusivity is woven into his mentorship curriculum, ensuring that the Legacy Project focuses on mental health as much as vocal technique. In the United States, where neurodiversity advocacy is at a cultural peak, Antoine's openness has turned him into a spokesperson for self-worth. He established himself as a voice for the voiceless, guiding young artists who may feel like they don't fit the prototypical mold of a celebrity. This mental clarity has allowed him to connect with his students on a different frequency, fostering a supportive environment that values the beauty of a brain that works differently. A fundamental pillar of Antoine's readiness to mentor and tour in 2026 is his heroic physical metamorphosis. Having lost approximately 120 pounds, 54 kilograms, he has utilized his platform to advocate for a holistic lifestyle built on 5 key strategies: sustainable nutrition, regular exercise, mindset transformation, progress tracking, and community support. Antoine has been candid about his past shortfall in self-discipline, admitting that tours in fast food-loving America initially led him to a terrible state of health. By reclaiming his health, he has built the stamina needed to handle the grueling rigors of a global tour across multiple oceans. Teaching this resilience to young singers will be a core element of the Legacy Project. Antoine emphasizes that his journey was an active choice for vocal athlete longevity rather than aesthetics. He uses walking 10,000 steps a day and strength training as tools for stress relief and mental well-being, lessons he plans to integrate into his 2026 coaching. Analysts suggest that this physical readiness is the literal key to his upcoming success, as it allows him to deliver flawless high notes with the cardiovascular power of a master. His story serves as a beacon of hope, proving that personal transformation is the foundation of professional endurance. Strategic evidence confirms that Jonathan Antoine is officially establishing a permanent base in Manhattan to serve as the operational anchor for his 2026 activities.
For a decade, Essex was his sanctuary, but as he prepares for a world tour that has already generated massive waitlists on Ticketmaster and Stereoboard, the move to New York is a tactical, shifting paradigm. Establishing a hub in the media capital of the world allows for seamless collaboration with American hitmakers and closer proximity to the PBS stations that have turned his specials into fundraising juggernauts for public television. This Manhattan migration marks the moment the boy with the incredible voice finally decides to call the country that championed his solo career home. The headquarters will facilitate the logistical heavy lifting of a world tour that aims to reach fans in cities from Thousand Oaks to St. Petersburg. Antoine notes that taking control of your own life and seizing your world with your hands is gratifying, and this relocation is the physical manifestation of that autonomy. The New York base will not only house his business team, but will also serve as the primary teaching location for the American leg of the Legacy Project mentorship sessions. As Jonathan Antoine prepares for the financial responsibilities of a new legacy, his investigative profile reveals a masterclass in modern artistic independence. Eschewing the traditional major label models that often drain an artist's resources, Antoine has built a sovereign economic powerhouse worth an estimated $4 million. His wealth is anchored by a massive digital presence, including a YouTube channel that has surpassed 88 million collective views. By utilizing the direct-to-fan artist chair model, he has effectively democratized his production process, allowing his Antoine Angels to fund high-concept records like the Diane Warren songbook. Mentoring young artists in business mastery is a critical goal for 2026. Antoine wants his mentees to understand the power of retaining 100% of their intellectual property rights, a move highly respected in the entrepreneurial-minded USA. He operates his career under Loki Records, a move that allows him to fund international recordings at Abbey Road and United Studios without corporate interference. Managed exclusively by his mother Tracy and Charlotte, he has maintained a family bubble that ensures his art is never traded for quick fame. This stability is the financial foundation he intends to teach emerging stars, proving that a sovereign artist can thrive outside the major label machine. The investigative roadmap for 2026 indicates that Jonathan Antoine is ready to expand his life journey into the professional theatrical world. Clues point toward a high-profile debut in the new musical Rosie, written by longtime collaborator Chris Broom, which is scheduled for its semi-staged West End concert premiere at the Adelphi Theatre on March 17, 2026. Furthermore, a leaked choreographic collaboration for July 2026 suggests Antoine is undergoing movement training to evolve from a static tenor into a dynamic stage actor. This shift aligns with his previous hinted aspirations for Broadway roles like Jean Valjean in Les Miserables. For his American audience, the prospect of Antoine appearing on the Great White Way is a dream years in the making. His history of performing moving musical theater pieces like Empty Chairs at Empty Tables has already proven his technical command of the genre and his ability to reach down deep in the soul. This theatrical ambition represents a shifting paradigm where his personal life in New York could very well align with a starring role in a professional production. Whether he chooses the bright lights of London or Manhattan, the data indicates that 2026 will be the year he definitively sheds the reality star label to become a true star of the stage. The investigative team has pinpointed his alliance with legendary American songwriter Diane Warren as a turning point for his 2026 sound. Their 2024 project, By Request, the Diane Warren Songbook Volume 1, reimagined iconic pop hits through a sophisticated operatic lens, giving Antoine immense mainstream credibility in the USA. Warren herself initiated the partnership after being astounded by his voice on Instagram. Mentoring young singers on how to handle contemporary vocal scores with mature operatic weight will be a cornerstone of his instruction in 2026. This collaboration provided the American passport needed for global dominance, bridging the gap between his classical foundations and the adult contemporary market. Recording sessions at United Recording in Los Angeles utilized elite studio players and the guidance of producer Greg Field to ensure the Antoine treatment met the highest standards. Mentees will learn from his experience selecting tracks based on feel from Warren's extensive back catalog, ranging from his happiest to his most reflective states. This partnership effectively redefines the modern tenor, proving that technical wizardry can coexist with the emotional resonance of a pop ballad. Jonathan Antoine's mentorship extends beyond the vocal booth into the world of children's literature. His books, Jonathan the Porcupine and Jonathan and the Magical Cape, are tools designed to help young readers overcome the effects of pure cruelty, an issue close to his heart. These books are widely celebrated in the USA, where they are featured in community libraries as tools for teaching kindness and self-worth. Antoine views this literary work as an integral part of his legacy project, reaching a younger audience to build a foundation for a more inclusive future. The second book in the series, released in 2024, follows the adventures of Theo and Taj and has been described as a miracle for children struggling to belong. By establishing himself as a children's author, Antoine is providing a temporary respite from the quarrels of the world and showing children that each person is the brother of any other whose eyes they might look into. This advocacy is woven into his 2026 mission, ensuring that his legacy is defined by bravery and resilience as much as musical success. Each note he sings in his 2026 world tour will be a testament to the victory of the human spirit over adversity. The final piece of the 2026 puzzle is a deeply personal milestone that has sent shockwaves through the Fantoine community. Exclusive data from a wedding registry confirms that October 3, 2026 is set to be the tenor's wedding day in New York City. Jonathan Antoine is officially preparing to wed Coretta Rowland in a celebration surrounded by amazing family and friends in the heart of Manhattan. This personal stability is set to coincide with his upcoming solo album, tentatively titled Galleon, or Against All Odds, expected to feature contemporary tracks that reflect his growth. Beyond the altar, the couple has revealed a dream honeymoon wish list for Japan, including ancient temples, Tokyo Disney, and a night at a traditional ryokan. This journey signifies a transition into a shared life of adventure, proving that for Antoine, the distance he is going is now measured in global horizons. With ticketing giants' established waitlists and his official 2026 calendar selling out in the USA, the stage is set for the most spectacular year of his career. Jonathan Antoine is at the helm of his own Galleon, sailing into brave new worlds with a symphony of heart, technical wizardry, and radical independence. The investigation concludes that the Jonathan Antoine heading into 2026 is an artist in full bloom. He is a tenor, an advocate, an author, and now a mentor. His journey from school bullying to international acclaim is nearly complete, and he remains dedicated to his core ambition: I just want to sing. For the Essex lad who once cried alone in school, the stars are finally aligning in both his professional and personal life. As the unboxing of vinyl test pressings continues and the photo shoot with Simon Fowler concludes, the vision of 2026 becomes clear. We are looking at a renaissance of the tenor that will redefine the concert experience for a new generation. The whole world awaits the high note that will surely ring out as he launches the project. In conclusion, the Legacy Project is the soul of his future story, ensuring that the best of Jonathan Antoine is undoubtedly still to come. The world is finally ready to hear the full power of the man who refused to trade his integrity for fame.
All financial statistics, digital reach metrics, and tour rumors are based on investigative estimates and official public records available as of the December 2025 reporting cycle. Official tour announcements and the final track list for the 2026 project are subject to final confirmation by Antoine Multimedia Limited.